everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV in Round Rock, Texas. Today I'm going to show you around the Blackstone 260 KVS. This is made by Outdoors RV, and the Blackstone series is the largest tow behind that they make. Now it comes in two trim packages, the Mountain Series and the Titanium. Today I'm going to show you the Mountain Series, but be sure to check out the Titanium. It adds a few luxury options that you might be interested in. All right, this trailer is 32 feet long. It weighs 7,700 pounds with all the features that I'm going to show you today, and it should cost you somewhere around $55,000. It has space, it has luxury, and best of all, it's a four-season trailer. So let's go inside and get started. The 260 KVS has three slides, two of them right here in the living room as you walk in the rear door. So double slides across from each other, and this picture window across the back with a beautiful rear kitchen. Wow, such space. Let's start right back here at the kitchen. I have to tell you, this is probably the feature that sells most people on this trailer. Why? Not only does it make it feel so open because you have a window covering, virtually the rear of the trailer, but then windows on the side as well. Huge counter space on the left, and on the right where the sink is, if you don't use the sink, the actual sink covers look just like countertop, so it really gives it a sleek look. You do have the solid surface countertops on this. With no upper cabinets, it feels very open. Everything is underneath, which means your microwave has to go down below, but it really doesn't feel too difficult for me to work with because it's not on the floor. Now, as I try to point out in all of my videos, I'm only 5 foot tall. If you're 6 foot tall, it may feel a bit different to you, but again, just directly under the countertop is this microwave. And there are smaller ones out there. It is a nice size. And underneath, there is cabinet storage here. The nice 22-inch oven right here in the center. Let's take a look. Stainless steel front on it. Black top with glass. I love these tops because they simply just fold up. They're effortless. No lifting, no messing with it. You do have three nice full-size burners. Now to the left, the countertop actually has a space here. So down below, you could put a trash can or any other accessible storage items that you would want to reach. Corner cabinets right here. And over here on the far side, you get a lot more storage and the undermount aluminum sink. Let's take a look. If we move these out of the way, you can see it's got a nice high arch faucet, big farmhouse sink, and the grate that sits in the bottom. The grate sometimes feels like it's extra and maybe unnecessary, but it's very nice to get things off the floor so you could use it not only for washing dishes, but also drying them. A lot of people leave it in their sink to dry them as well. All right, of course, when you're not using the sink, it just looks like a beautiful part of your countertop. These are very easy to work with. The high arch faucet has a sprayer right here, just like residential, single handle. And underneath, you have two cabinets. One is a corner cabinet with an access panel. When you see those little finger pulls in an outdoors RV, that means that is a Velcro access panel to get to plumbing or wiring that's behind it. But you do have a pretty nice upper shelf there and some deep cabinets right here that go all the way to the back. Just above this cabinet here, this controls the Max Air fan that's right above me. Great for venting any kind of fumes if you're cooking, but also just moving air in the living room if you wanted to get a breeze going in here. All right, drawers. This top one is going to have the silverware tray in it. It fits perfectly, and it's only about 3 inches deep. Another short drawer here, and then 2 deeper drawers below that. Drawers are the easiest, most accessible way to use storage space. So I'm glad they put all 4 of them in there. Now, before I move on, these windows are just amazing. When I talk about the 4-season later, I will talk about the fact that they're dual paned, but they have openings on the bottom on 4 different areas where they can open up like an awning, which means if it's raining, you can still open them and get a breeze. They have full pull-down blackout shades right here. Very nice feature, and very easy to just roll them right back up again, get them out of your way. Now there is a 110 household plug right here on the end, and another one in that same spot on the other side of the kitchen, right here. So any appliances that you would like to plug in on the countertops, easily accessible right there. One thing I like to point out when we're talking about the kitchen is that in Outdoors RV, they do this beautiful paneled front on their refrigerators. So it really looks like part of the cabinetry. This is an 8 cubic foot refrigerator. Lots of space in here. Lots of shelves on the door. There you go. This is a Norcold. And the dinette is one thing that Outdoors RV does really better than almost anyone else. This is a huge table, and you'll notice it has 2 poles on it. What does that mean? That means that this is sturdy, solid as a rock. So if you need to work at your table on a computer, you don't have to worry about it moving around. Even if the person sitting across from you is getting up, they're not going to move the table, make it hard to see your screen, spill any food. It is solid. This dinette is comfortable, it's open. There really is plenty of open space here. To be quite honest, at 5 foot tall, it's almost too big for me. The seat goes way back, and yeah, this is just going to be comfortable for almost anyone. Big picture window behind it. Now this one has pull down pleated shades. There you go. Again, you get the blackout feature, just a little different on this side. If you move up to the titanium package, you do get the roll down shades throughout the trailer. Okay, we'll lift that back up again. Another thing I really like sitting here is that this entire window slides to the other half. So you get a full open space right here if you're trying to create a breeze. Now this table drops down and makes a nice sized bed here. This bed is 45 by 84. That means it's 7 feet long, comfortable for almost anyone. Nice lighting up above too. These lights, you've got 4 lights right up above you, so it's very bright. That's a problem with some trailers that I always like to check out, especially for those of you that work in your trailer. And even if you're not working, you might be on your computer sometimes. The lighting is so helpful. Let's check out the storage underneath. In this dinette, there are 2 drawers right here underneath. You push the button and let that button pop out, and that unlocks the drawer. Then you pull it open. Looks like this drawer has the paperwork and all the things that came in this trailer. It's about 6 inches deep, but plenty of space here. This other one should look just like it. Again, more paperwork, but Plenty of storage space here. Let's get to the back end of this trailer and check out the entertainment center. This is much more like a residential setup than I've seen in a lot of trailers this size. This is a 40-inch Jensen flat screen TV, and up above, you really do get full-size cabinets. It is at a bit of an angle, but it's still about 15 inches deep, so you can fit a lot of gear, maybe games, entertainment up here. And there is a nice size actual countertop right here if you needed to put some things there as well. The TV does come out and swivel a bit, so you can twist it if you wanted to see it from the theater seating or from the dinette. And below is the fireplace with the stone surround. It is electric and it does heat. So one of the questions we get when we have fireplaces is, oh, it's too hot. Well, you can turn the heat on and off and still have the look of a fire. So it's great for electric heat if you just need to warm up just a little bit and don't want to run a propane furnace. Stereo system here, CD, DVD player, as well as the AM, FM, Bluetooth, HDMI connections, and more storage right down below that. Now on the end of this entertainment storage up at the top is going to be the monitor panel along with a few other things. Your water heater is up here. It is a gas water heater, and you also have a 110 option. Both switches right here, the water pump and fresh water tank heater. Now this trailer is a 4-season trailer, but along with heated and enclosed tanks, what you have is an electric tank heater. So if you're going down the road, let's say you're driving 10 hours, it's freezing outside, your tanks could freeze while you're driving and not running your furnace. That is where this fresh tank water heater comes in. You can keep that water in your fresh tank, turn on the electric heater, and you'll be fine. Down below, the main slide out button is right here to go in and out, and you do have on this trailer 2 blanks because you don't have the auxiliary power awning and slide in switch right here. That's up near the front, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, pantry and more storage right on this side. Now it is a little disconnected from the kitchen, but I think I still might use it for some of my pantry storage. Up at the top, fully open space, about 12 inches deep, and down below, 4 more shelves right here. Again, they're about 12 inches deep, fully open all the way across. This could be used for just about any storage that you need. It is on the other end of the living area, but I'm fine with that because in order to get that open feel across the rear of the trailer with that kitchen, you have to move the pantry back to this space. I am fine with that. It makes that living area feel so great. All right, down below, this pantry is going to be the converter. It's got the breakers and fuses in it right here. And of course, that is what converts the 110 power when you plug in at the camper to the 12 volt that the trailer uses. And you just heard the fan come on maybe, because that's what converters do. They're just like computers. They have to stay cool. So you will have a small fan that comes on and off as it's doing its job. All right, now the other slide out in this trailer is right here across from the dinette. This setup is the theater seating. There is also a sofa option here. If you maybe needed a small child to sleep on this area, you're not going to do very well with theater seating. But if there's just 2 of you and you want something really comfy with a footrest, it just about doesn't get any better than this. It is so comfortable. You get a cup holder in the center, nice wide armrests, just really amazing seating. You do have the windows all the way around, again, giving it this open feel. Right up here on the top, there's a switch for the light. So if you're not in this area, or if you're sitting here watching TV and you don't want that light shining in your eyes. Easy to just turn it off right here above the theater seating. Now let's look up for just a second because the center has the 13.5 air conditioner. This air conditioner is ducted. You have 3 ducts along the center for the air conditioner and 4 speakers on this ceiling. Plenty of lighting throughout and a skylight on the far side. So right up here, just outside the dinette, is going to be a skylight. Let in a little extra light. Remember, there is the Max Air fan over by the kitchen as well. So very nicely done in the living room. Now before we move on, right up here at the end of the kitchen, below that 110 outlet I told you about, is the switch for the slide out room and the power awning. Below that, the courtesy lighting up above us and the porch light on the outside. Very easy to turn both of those on and off right by the door. I love this living room. You will be impressed. Let's head towards the front of the trailer and check out the bathroom. This trailer has a pass-through bathroom. And what that means to me is that there really is a lot of move-around space in here. It is a walk-through, but then that walk-through becomes the open space in the bathroom. I like the fact that they have good counter space. Look at what's in here. Now it is a pretty small sink. It's about 14 inches. It is a small aluminum oval sink, but certainly does the job and gives you nice counter space to keep the things that you need out. Corner cabinet right there. And let's look at the storage underneath. We've got a 12-inch deep cabinet there on the right. And on the left, more space underneath all this nice countertop. You'll notice right underneath this is going to be a pull-out panel where they have actually noted for you that there's a water line drain valve location there if you wanted to drain some of the lines. Outdoors RV does a great job in just trying to let you know where all the features are that you might need to do maintenance. All right, to the right here, I know that it's tough to get a shot, but right here to the right of me is going to be another household plug for whatever you might want to set on the counter and plug in, and a hook above that for a towel. Window. Love the windows in the bathroom. Easy to pull down the shade for privacy. Again, these pleated shades pull down and they are blackout shades. Another 110 plug on this end of the countertop with the toilet paper holder. You've got lights here and a second water pump switch. Outdoors RV always puts a second and a third water pump switch on the outside so that wherever you are, if you might need to turn that on or off, it's right here, very accessible. Now another Max Air fan control because you have another power fan in the bathroom and a light switch. Let's move over to this side. Very impressive shower here. It is a very large shower as far as trailers go. Very comfortable. It's a rectangular shape, molded sides, a nice skylight, double handles here, and of course the handheld shower head at the top. The door has a magnetic catch to it here, and you just give it a push to undo it, and it opens right up. So it's easy to use. It's actually tilted out a little bit to give you more elbow room when you're in the shower. Now they've added a little bit of cubbies here. Get over here. It's great for towels and things like that that you could stack up in this side. Very accessible. A door would be very cumbersome in that corner, so I really appreciate the fact that they leave it open. 2 hooks above the toilet and a porcelain toilet. Nice feature, nice upgrade with a foot pedal flush, plenty of elbow room and plenty of knee room. On this side, you have another pocket door, so pocket doors on both sides. Very easy. Okay, let's keep going. The third slide out on this trailer is the wardrobe. You know what? Hanging storage is always a premium. And this has the access of 3 panel doors. It is one large hanging space that goes all the way across. It starts here and up to the top, so formal wear, you might have to fold up the bottom just a little bit. But how nice to have this hanging space. This, again, is a slide out that comes in when you're traveling, and the slide out switch is right by the door along with the 2 light switches. Now, next to the bed, you have a really nice bedside space. In the back, on both sides, you'll have a household plug, and you'll also have USBs and the 12-volt plug-in. So no matter what you bring with you, you can plug it in right here beside your bed. More storage space next to the bed. You do have a hanging rod at the top, but you know, with this wardrobe, I think I might put shelves in here. Lots of space there. It is probably 30 inches deep on the floor, so plenty of room in here. You've also got the storage on the top. So it runs all the way across. Now the front is curved, so the floor of this is about 2 feet deep, but is a little shallower at the top. You'll notice between these cabinets up here is the Zamp solar sticker. That means that if you add solar to this trailer, that is where your solar controller will be mounted, right up there. It is easy access to get to the roof. 2 lights right underneath these cabinets, great for reading, and power fan above the bed. So that's right, this has 3 power fans in it, 3 of the Max Air fans, and the remote control for the one in the bedroom is on the other side of the bed, right there on the wall. So easy to get to, easy to create a beautiful breeze in this trailer. Again, they want you to be able to camp in just about any weather. Now, more storage is underneath this bed. If you just lift up the mattress, very simple to get to it. It holds itself open and completely finished out underneath. Even better yet, you have drawers. Now these are only about 15 inches deep under the bed, but you have drawers coming out on both sides to access the space underneath. And look at that drawer. It's about 30 inches wide and about, I don't know, 18 inches in depth. So in this trailer, you just don't have to worry about where to put your personal items or your clothing. There is a lot of options. On this door side, there is a space for another TV if you wanted to put a TV in the bedroom. And all of the connections are right there on the roof for you. Again, your slide out controls are right here, light switches, and a private bedroom door. We've talked about so many things on the inside. Let's go outside and look at some things out there. So the first thing I want to mention on the outside is that this is a 4-season trailer. What does that mean? That means you have 2-inch insulated aluminum bonded exterior floor, front and back. Now the ceiling is 3 inches of insulation with a crowned roof. So you may have noticed that ceiling was very tall, 6 foot 11 inches in the center. That's one reason it feels so spacious in there. With all that insulation, you've also got 1-inch insulated compartment doors. Very nice in cold weather, but also in hot weather too. Keep that temperature nice and comfortable on the inside. Now both trim packages are going to have dual paned windows. So you've got dual paned insulated windows here. You've got nice clearance, 35,000 BTU furnace. I think I mentioned that inside. It's ducted. Really going to keep you nice and toasty if it's cold outside. The refrigerator is going to have a Norcold cold weather kit. That keeps it working perfectly down to about 0 degrees. Amazing. Now, of course, you have heated and enclosed tanks, and in this trailer, you have 80 gallons of fresh water, 2 40-gallon gray tanks, and 50 gallons of black water. Plenty of space there. You have 80 pounds of propane. That's enough to keep you warm for a long time if you want to boondock. All right, let's talk about off-road capabilities. There is a nice clearance here. You have KYB shocks and the CRE 3000 shackles on there, giving it a little more play for those off-road adventures. The tires, Goodyear Endurance 16-inch E-rated tires. Right here before the slide is another 110 plug if you wanted to put out patio lights or, put an ice maker outside under your awning. This is the portal where you're going to fill that 80-gallon freshwater tank. There is a low point drain. It drains just below us here, and I pointed out the access panel in the bathroom where you reach that. So if you wanted to drain that tank, easy to do. 2 doors, one in front, one in the rear to the bedroom, and a 20-foot electric awning with an LED light on it. This is going to come out and it's going to give you a tremendous amount of shade out here for all kinds of fun. Moving around to the back, this fat tube ladder is going to get you up to that crowned roof that we talked about. It is a full walk-on roof up there, and that countertop access that most people use for a trash can is right here on the back. And like all the compartment doors, this is a 1-inch insulated door, so you don't have to worry about the cold or the heat coming into your compartments through these doors. Now, that's especially important right here where your outside shower is, because one of the easiest freezing points is going to be right here at your outside shower. It's difficult to get all the water out of this hose, so it's important that this compartment is thick and insulated. You'll notice it also has magnetic catches on all the compartment doors. This one has a thumb latch. The rest of them are going to have slam latches on them. This is the city water fill on the back of the trailer. Easy access right here. Usually your utilities are right on the side. Easy access to come around and plug it in right here behind the trailer. The water heater vent, this houses the gas, electric water heater, and it's 10 gallons. I like the powder-coated bumper here. It is a 4-inch bumper. You do have a cover that comes off here, so if you wanted to store sewer hoses in here, that works beautifully. Spare tire right on the back, and a 2-inch receiver in case you wanted to put bike racks or a tray back here. Of course, you would scoot over this tire holder right here, and it has a maximum capacity of 250 pounds, so a lot of gear could go in the back. All right, let's move around. Right underneath here is where you will see hookup for one of the sewer connections. There's 2 of them on this trailer, one in front of the slide out, one in the back. Now this one, if you look right up here, you can see that there is a gray tank handle. There are 2 gray tanks, one for the kitchen and one for the bathroom. This is the obviously the gray tank for the kitchen underneath. So you would hook up here. Now some people, when there's 2 hookups, like to put a Y on them, or you can simply move it from one to the other, whichever you prefer. 40-gallon gray tank on this side, and then let's go to the other side of the slide out and see what's there. This is the refrigerator vent, of course. Now right up here, in kind of an interesting spot, if you look right in front of the wheel here, there is a handle, and the white handle is going to indicate that it's a freshwater tank. So there is a dump valve at the bottom. If you wanted to pull that handle, it's kind of at an angle, so it looks a bit awkward, but that will drain your fresh tank. Again, there's a low point on the other side for the lines, but this will be directly draining that 80-gallon fresh tank. The black tank flush is right here on the side, and cable and satellite hookups here right next to the 30-amp plug-in. Now, I really like these compartment doors because they make it so easy to reach in here and grab these handles. This is the black tank that's 50 gallons, and the bathroom gray tank is on this side. You can reach in, grab these handles, very easy to get a little bit of leverage on them. And the hookup is, of course, right down below. Okay, I do appreciate the fact that there is a light right above it. If it's at night and you need to dump the tanks or hook up, very easy to turn the light on and see what you're doing. Above us right here is going to be that wardrobe slide, and this will be the pass-through storage, again, with that slam latch and the magnetic catch at the top. They put the rubber diamond plate look on the bottom, so it keeps things from sliding around, but it's also extremely durable if you use tubs or put a lot of outdoor gear right here. When it comes down, slam latch is very easy. Now they do a nice armor guard to protect the front here from rock chips, and the fiberglass cap on the front, very nicely done. Now this trailer has two 40-pound tanks right up front with a hard side cover and an access panel, of course, at the top to reach in, turn them on and off. A large extension on this because this tongue is integrated into the frame. They really do a beautiful job in making it very strong and high up off the ground so that everything is going to survive your adventure that might go off the grid. Electric jack right up here, and of course the nice little spot to hang your chains and your plug so they stay out of the dirt and the mud. Right over here is the toy lock. Now this toy lock and the hitch in the back is part of their mountain storage package, but it's something that you see on almost all the outdoors RVs out there. This is a toy lock that will actually pull out 25 feet on a cable, and then you loop it back around, maybe through your bicycles or a portable solar panel, a generator, whatever it is you might have, and clip it back together with the lock. Keeps everything safe. Now on this side, if you want a portable solar panel, you plug it in right here. You may want to park in the shade, put a portable solar outside, or it may just be an easier way for you to get solar power instead of putting it on the roof. Now, this trailer is pre-wired with solar ports on the roof, so you can put up to 510 watts of solar on this roof. Remember, the controller is going to be mounted in between the two cabinet doors above the bed. But you can also do portable solar and plug it in right here. This is the other side of that pass-through storage, where you can see the crank handles. There's one for the electric tongue jack, in case you don't have any battery and you need to override, and another one to override the electric jacks. Yes, this has the PSX2 system for electric stabilizing jacks, and those controls are right in here. You can see these two buttons right here are going to extend and contract. On the right hand side there is a light for the front. Again, if you're hooking up or unhooking at night, having a light on the tongue of your trailer is so nice. So that's right up front, and below that is the battery disconnect switch. Again, you always want to disconnect the battery if it's in storage. With all the LED lights and indicators, it keeps your battery safe and makes it last a lot longer. This cover slides right over to cover all those controls, and you have a light switch for the compartment just above that. Insulated doors, slam latch. What a nice setup. There's so many nice things to say about Outdoors RV and how they build their trailer. This is the Blackstone 260 KVS. Beautiful 3-slide trailer, lots of space, ready to go wherever your adventure takes you. If you have questions that we didn't answer, please comment below. We'd be glad to help you. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel because we do a new walkthrough every week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.